Babycat is the sexiest fragrance YSL has ever made, hands down. What's good, guys? Hunter here and welcome back to Fragrance Hunter. Hope you're all doing great. Today in my hands we are finally reviewing YSL Babycat, guys. This is a fragrance I've wanted in my collection for so many years. It used to be like an exclusive to Europe or Dubai, I believe, but now they're finally in the States. This one has gotten so much hype over the years, guys, and I gotta tell you right now, it absolutely lives up to the hype, especially if you love vanilla. Which me, I'm a huge fan of the vanilla known in perfumery, guys, and this has gotta be in the top 3 of vanillas of all time. And just possibly the best vanilla when it comes to designers alone. And lately, I've been a huge fan of these higher end private lines from designer houses like Bulgari, La Gem, of course Louis Vuitton's, Gucci's, Alchemist, Garden Collection, etc. Almost more than niche at this time, guys. I've been a huge fan of designer privates. I did recently review another fragrance in the YSL private line called Muse, which is like this dark ink, almost vampire juice type of fragrance. Now we got Babycat. The only one I'm missing that I need almost ASAP is Tuxedo. Huge fan of Tuxedo. Being a patchouli lover like myself, that's one of the best as well. So before we go ahead and get into the full review, drop your thoughts on Babycat if you got your nose on this one yet. Plus, I do want to shout out Yves and Laurent for sending this over for review. Of course, though, I'm always going to keep it honest with you guys. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. You already know the drill, and it's as simple as that. So let's run down some information. Now, Babycat originally was launched back in 2022. This bottle might look a little bit different because they revamped them in 2025, like the beginning of 2025, which honestly, I kind of prefer the black label over the previous white labels. I think it looks a little bit more luxurious and just gave slightly darker vibes, which absolutely suits this particular fragrance. I do believe it's the same exact juice, guys. It's not been reformulated. It's not been changed, just rebottled in a new presentation. So don't be worried about that. For the retail price, there's actually 3 sizes you can get this one in. The 30 ml is gonna run you $195. They also just came out with a brand new 75 ml exclusive to Sephora for $230. So don't even think about getting the 30 ml, guys. Go ahead and get the 75 ml for slightly more. Plus you can get the 125 ml, the big boy, for $330, which honestly, guys, it is kind of pricey, but at the end of the day, for being in the private line from YSL, it's actually not that bad. I mean, 230 bucks for the new 75 ml is not bad at all, and probably the size I would personally go for. Plus, I'm so happy YSL made these more readily available now in Sephora. For the concentration, this is going to be an eau de parfum, so you're probably getting around 20% oils, which of course is very solid. Plus, for the perfumer, guys, it's the man himself, Dominic Ropion, one of the goats when it comes to perfumery, hands down. Dominic has made so many of some of my favorite fragrances of all time. And he's also behind Babycat. Come on, this guy has a phenomenal resume behind him. So with all the information out of the way, let's go look at the packaging and presentation you get from a Babycat now. So take a look at the box presentation, which was changed as well. It used to come in a white box that picked up from the top. This one, however, is in this kind of slim box, which I actually kind of like the presentation with this. Of course, Babycat YSL Raw Bourbon. On the back, all your information, ingredients, probably a batch code and barcode as well to authenticate a product to see when it was produced. Actually, no, on the bottom is where you'll find your batch code right there. Take the sleeve off like so, and it is housed in this kind of coffin cutout right here. As you can see, not much. It's kind of simplistic, but hey, at the end of the day, guys, I don't mind simplicity when it comes to packaging, to be honest with you. Sometimes less is actually more. However, though, look at this beautiful bottle, guys. This is a stunning bottle presentation. Of course, the black plaque on the front, this very dark kind of orangish brownish juice color. Of course, on the bottom, you got your sticker with your batch code. YSL on top of the cap, which is a heavy magnetic cap, guys. You also have YSL inside of the cap as well, just to show you that. And it does hold in very tight from the magnet, guys. It's a strong magnet you can pick up with confidence. Plus, this bottle is very, very heavy and extremely high quality, what you expect from YSL. In the top, you're gonna find black pepper and pink pepper. In the mid, you got that saffron, olibanum, and resins. Plus in the base, you got vanilla, suede, and cedar wood. And this will be classified as a sweet smoky. So let's spray this, test out these atomizers. Pretty good distribution. Unfortunately, though, it's actually not pressurized, which I was kind of disappointed slightly. I expected it to be pressurized. However, though, guys, I don't really care. when you got a beautiful scent profile like this. And of course, I'll let you guys do the first sniff. If I'm letting you do the first sniff on this, you know I like you for sure. You cannot tell me that this isn't one of the best vanillas you've ever got your nose on. I do not want to hear, because Babycat's going to open up with a very peppery blend from black pepper and pink pepper combination together, guys. Very, very spicy and peppery right off of the bat. I've been more so getting the black pepper than pink pepper, but it is definitely in the background as well, guys. Very, very peppery. The peppery opening kind of does remind me a little bit of Nishane's Ani's peppery opening as well, guys. Even though they're two completely different takes on vanilla, just the opening alone is kind of similar, being very spicy and peppery. But no, this is not gonna be your cute Babycat. This is a lion that roars. I'm not even joking. It's kind of deceiving to call this Babycat. It should be called lion, if you know what I mean, because this is a dangerous cat, guys. But yeah, if you love spicy fragrances, you're absolutely gonna dig the opening of Babycat, I guarantee it. Absolutely lived up to all the hype I've been hearing about this one, which rarely does happen, guys, but this one exceeded my expectations. Now, as we transition into the mid is where you're gonna find the saffron. It's spicy, but more so on this dry, leathery side of saffron, guys. It's a very leathery, dry, spicy fragrance through and through. Now, with the saffron, you do have that resinous alabama, which goes into this smoky, warm side of things, which I love. Of course, alabama is like another word used for incense or frankincense. Pretty much the same exact thing, but it's smoky, warm, resinous, and a little bit thick and gooey from the resins in a Babycat, mixed together with this spicy, leathery saffron, guys, which is out of this world excellent. And believe me, you're still getting the spicy black pepper and pink pepper as the saffron and alabama start coming through. It just starts to turn darker and darker as this one sits. And then finally in the base of Babycat is the star of the show. You're gonna get that sweet, creamy bourbon vanilla. Now, the vanilla in here actually kind of does smell a little bit of this kind of like boozy take on vanilla, hence that name Babycat raw bourbon on the front, guys. It is a bourbon vanilla, which is slightly different than like your typical vanilla, but a pretty sweet, almost earthy, boozy take on vanilla, which I love. Now, the vanilla in this one is mixed together with this leathery suede. Now, the suede is very, very heavy in Babycat, and I think works perfectly combined with that leathery saffron you find in the mid. So it's very leathery take on a vanilla as well, guys. It's a vanilla, spicy, leathery fragrance. But there's something so addictive about that combination in the dry down of Babycat. I cannot get enough of this beauty, guys. I'm not even lying. I love it. This is without a doubt going to be a staple anytime I want a vanilla for the day. And when it comes to designer vanillas, can you guys think of a better vanilla than a Babycat? The only other high-end vanilla that I own from a designer house is Gucci's Vanilla Ferengi, part of the Alchemist Garden collection. But personally, it does not hold a candle against Babycat, guys. This is the real deal when it comes to designer vanillas, no doubt about it. So if you have money to spend, you want one of the best vanillas on the market when it comes to designers, go ahead and get your bad self a bottle of Babycat, I promise you. Now, for the best seasons to rock this beauty, primarily the fall and winter strictly, not so much the spring and summer unless it's a cold kind of spring evening, then possibly, but still, guys, this one suits the colder weather perfectly, fall and winter, hands down. If you try and wear this one during the summertime when it's like 100 degrees outside, this is gonna become a very cloying, very sticky and gooey on you. It might even give you a big headache, so stay away from the high heat with Babycat, because I can imagine this one's gonna push through the cold winter months with ease, and I'm so excited for that. It just gives off this very warm, cozy vibe about it, which is exactly what you're looking for during fall and winter. And for occasion, it's a vanilla that can be dressed down casual and dressed up formal. It works for pretty much every situation, guys. It does not matter what you're doing, what you're wearing, Babycat is going to suit that, because most of the time when you think of vanillas, you think of more of like a playful kind of casual fragrance, but no, Babycat has an elegant, sophisticated edge to it. It's a vanilla that smells like $1 million, guys. You can wear this one wearing a tuxedo and it's gonna fit it perfectly, but you can also wear it wearing jeans and a hoodie like I got on right now easily. This vanilla pretty much does it all, guys. And when it comes to gender, I believe this is classified as unisex. However, I'm gonna classify it as unisex leaning masculine. This is a pretty masculine take on vanilla in my personal opinion, guys. So if you're a man watching this, you kind of scared away from vanillas because like they smell like your girly vanilla, like your girlfriend's vanilla, do not be afraid of Babycat. It does have a masculine edge to it, believe me, and it's primarily because of all the spices the resins, and of course that leather. But of course, if you're a woman watching this, you love vanilla as well, you could rock it. It's still unisex at the end of the day, just has a slight masculine edge in my opinion. I just think this might smell a little bit better on a man rather than a woman. So ladies, if you love vanilla for yourself and you want to get your man a vanilla, go ahead and get Babycat. And for age groups with this one, it's both youthful and mature, guys. Very versatile as well. Like I said, it does it all pretty much. I could see somebody in the late teens if you got a ton of money, or you come from rich parents rocking it, and also somebody like 30s, 40s and up wearing this as well as a solid mature vanilla. But whoever you are, if you're rocking Babycat, I already know you either got money and you got a ton of style, because it smells like one of the most expensive vanillas I've ever tried. So wrapping the review off, talking on the performance you're gonna get from a Babycat. Now this one is an EDP. From my testings, the last couple times I worn this one, tested it, etc., I did get around 10 hours of longevity on skin. However, if you go ahead and apply your clothes, like a hoodie I got on right now, you will smell it for a few days easily. So it's not a weak fragrance at all, guys. And I can only imagine the longer this beauty sits in the collection, it's gonna become even stronger as it ages and matures, because most of the time fragrances age like fine wine, which I love. Like I said, this one is brand spanking new. So I can already tell this juice color has become darker and darker the longer it sits. So it will probably last around 12 hours, maybe a few years from now on skin, however. But right now, fresh out of the box, 10 hours of longevity. And when it comes to projection as well, guys, it does give off a nice moderate projection around you, which means about an arm's length of distance. It does push off the skin fairly nicely, and I can already see this one getting a ton of attention, a ton of compliments, because the majority of people love a good vanilla scent, and this is one of those. I mean, almost every time I wear a vanilla, I always get some kind of attention, no matter what. And this one right here might even take it to a whole nother level. And believe me, when you walk around and going about your day, the scent trail, the scent sillage you leave behind you is this vanilla heaven, guys. I'm not even lying. I mean, you're gonna be walking around smelling like vanilla royalty, and people better be thanking you for making it within your scent sillage to smell this beauty. You're doing them a pleasure, believe me. So yeah, 10 hours of longevity on skin, about moderate projection from Yves Saint Laurent's Babycat, which is excellent in my opinion, especially for being an EDP concentration. Absolutely lived up to all expectations, all the hype I've heard about Babycat, guys. Personally, one of my new favorites from the house of YSL easily. And when it comes to the YSL private line, I'm not sure if I prefer this or Tuxedo, because they're both bangers, but I need a bottle of Tuxedo, like I said, ASAP. So that's gonna do it for my review of one of the most hyped up vanillas on the market, Babycat. Let me know down below if you guys have ever tried this beauty. What are your thoughts on it? Do you agree with my review? Plus, what is your favorite vanilla? Drop that comment down below. But besides that, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and of course, I'll catch all of you back here tomorrow. Take care, everybody.